Well, hello, everybody. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics coming to you on this Thursday for our all girls hashtag Fish Fam live stream. The panel is all girls, but everybody is welcome to this live stream. And I want to go ahead and bring my guest at this time, Miss Suzy-Q.
Hey, everybody.
We don't have any really topic, but I thought I'd bring a couple issues to the ladies today. And you know, the weather's changing, and we got mismatched socks in the chat. We've got Mr. Fish Sir, and I think that's Jessica. So Jessica, would you like to come up today? I'm going to start sharing the link early for any of the ladies who want to join us. But some of the issues that we have with the weather change, and if we have outside ponds, I know Suzy Q's already showed us, bless her heart, the hard work that she goes through in winterizing her outside stock. I believe, did you drain your pond this year or not? Or was that at the spring?
I did it in the beginning of the year.
At the beginning of the year. How often do you have to clean your skimmer or your filters out?
Well, the skimmer probably every month. The filters that are in the waterfall, I probably do every week.
Every week.
Because the skimmer really gets the big stuff out, and it's just a pump. And it pushes everything right up through the waterfall, and then it goes through like 6 layers of sponges, which are very difficult to clean.
That's interesting because I never really understood the process of the skimmer, where it I thought it was more like a filtration thing, just like the waterfall filter. So you said it pumps it up to the main filter, waterfall filter, which in nature the water falls over the rocks and the structure within its natural habitat. And that purifies the water as it comes back down into the pond. So,
okay. Yeah, I count on the rocks a lot for the filtration, just as much as I count on those filters.
And if the rocks build up algae, is that good or bad?
Some people don't like it. They're out there scrubbing it all the time. I love it. I absolutely love it because when you have goldfish, as you know, and koi, they just love to nibble on that stuff. Yeah. And then when they're mating, they kind of throw each other against it. So I figure it's kind of help, right?
I thought so. And I also thought that a heavy buildup of algae on the rocks is also extra filtration or extra food for the young.
Yep.
So, I mean, I love the natural benefits of whatever the sun grows.
Exactly. The only rocks that I actually scrub very good is I have stepping stones to go in. When I have to walk in, I keep those clean because I've done it before. You know, it's like walking on ice.
Yes, it's dangerous. Anybody that's joining us in the chat at this time, we have 6 viewing. I'll share the link again, ladies. Dina at Everything Aquatics showed up. Hello, Dina. And if you want to join us, there's the link. We got Bob, Kaler's Aquatics, with us today. Hey, Bob. We have Sandy Dowdy from Canada. Sandy, there's the link. So
Sandy.
This is your day, girl. Come on. Let's see and hear from you girls. And Jessica never responded. Mismatched socks. I think that's Jessica. People who change their channel name and don't tell me you're just beating this old lady's brain. But the things that we go through in the outside hobby as the weather changes, Susie, I know you had a lot of outside tubs and tanks. How did your outside glass tanks do during
last year? I had outside glass tanks and they bred well. They did horribly though. I could not keep them clean. I could not wash them off. 2 of them broke. To me, because I don't have anything that's all shade, it's not worth it. Now, I had put vinyl over the front and sides of it, and it worked well, but I couldn't see the fish. I'm like, I might as well have a tub. So this year I didn't do the glass. I did the tubs, and I'm telling you, next year, I don't think I'm going to breed fish in tubs unless there's an easier way to get the fry out. Because obviously what I'm doing, it's harder than it is rewarding. I might propagate plants, but trying to catch those fry and trying to get those fry and draining the water and inspecting every pint of water that came out for fry was laborious. Like, oh. And I didn't even have that much fry. A lot of platies, a lot of swordtails. That was good.
Okay.
A lot of guppies.
Yeah.
But only my live bearer.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say only, but.
What I've discovered from outside keeping fish, it's easier unless you have a business where you need to, catch that fry or catch those juveniles for market purposes. It's easier to put like 2 or 3 breeding pair at the beginning of the spring, keep it covered, keep it fed, and forget about it until August and September, and then just start scooping water. Remove your plants, and scoop water. And because as many as I have gone in after, I look over in my tubs and I still see fry. I still see a juvenile female swimming around. I'm like, don't you know it's gotten down to 47 degrees? How are you still living?
I know, right?
My 20 is kind of hidden behind the 150. That's the way I have mine set. I don't have any pictures ready to show anybody. V-Stag and Zen Ginger. Oh my God, it's Suzy squared. we always needed to do this, Suzy. We really did. I remember Scott at King and Queen Cichlids. He had some kind of what did he say that we were going to do if the two of us did a live stream together? He had a nickname for us, and I wrote it down a long time ago. It's been about 2 years now. But if I find it, I'll share it. But can't get Sandy Dowdy up here, and Jessica, I put her message on the screen. She's working. You got your baby over there talking to you?
Yes. And then I just noticed there's lip prints. I think my daughter kissed the tank.
Kissed the tank?
Because he's so funny. When you kiss the tank, he tries to eat your lips. And she pretends like he's kissing her. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That is so cute. That is precious. Let me share that link one more time. Zen Ginger, you want to come up, honey, on the panel and join us today? There is no limit as to how many ladies join us.
Ooh.
So let's see. Dina said, sorry, on my phone, not working for chat. Okay. Let's see. V-Stag Victor's here. And Jessica says, gotta lurk while I debug grumbles. Why does the stupid code not just match? Or we wouldn't have a job, some of us. We gotta be the code unscrambler, right? Oh my goodness. But so tanks outside, tubs outside, put them in.
You live down where it's warmer. Do you still have tubs outside?
Yes, I do. I'm able to keep mine outside mainly because they're on the porch, and only two sides of the porch are actually open. And when the wind blows, a lot of times it does sometimes get in a circle motion on the porch, but most of the time it just goes from the front to the side, right out the side of the house.
Okay.
So I have my 20 in the corner. My 150 is oblong, kind of oval between the 20 and the 40. The 40 is on the outside of the edge of the porch and gets most of the sunlight. And it's completely covered by duckweed. And I've had I wished I had put some substrate in it, which I didn't do. And I want to, Sandy's coming in, and I want to propagate plants next year. But I have one or two stems of water wisteria.
Okay.
And I'm excited, Sandy. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Hi,
I had to mute my YouTube.
yes, we have to mute our YouTube. And if you're using a phone or iPad or tablet, you usually have to keep it plugged into power or you will lose your battery. Okay.
Okay,
I
yeah,
hope I don't. I can't mute my bird. I wish I could for this moment, but so
Sophie,
you might get a few words.
Sophie can join us. Chewy LTD. Let's see. It's the all girls stream with Q Aquatics. And then Chewy says, did Susie get my response to her last video on Neolamprologus Bricardi?
Brichardi, yeah. Was that about the Julia DeChromis or? Oh, yeah, because there are different colors, and I thought they might be different fish. And he told me that depending on where they're from, they could be slightly different shades, but still the Brichardi.
Okay.
Did I get that right, Chewy?
So yes, she got it, Chewy. Yes. So Sandy, tell us a little bit about yourself, sweetheart.
well, there's not really too much to tell, really.
You keep fish?
Yeah, I have about 15 tanks right now.
15?
Everything from goldfish to tetras, plecos, clown loaches, night gobies. I'm redoing my 55-gallon. I've just got Bolivian rams and coolie loaches in there right now, but I did add a green phantom pleco yesterday.
Awesome. Did you find that locally or did you order it?
No, I found it locally, which is, we've got a new pet store that opened up in town, and they're bringing in some really nice fish for a change. So usually I have to go all the way to Toronto or something to get something good.
Do you see any local fish store, box fish store changes now towards the end of the year that may be increasing, getting species and products in now more?
Yeah, it was really bad over the summer. I think it's the same though for you guys down there. You know, shipments from overseas and stuff were really low, but it seems like we're picking up speed a little bit that way now.
That's good. How about you, Suzy-Q? Have you seen anything locally increasing?
No, actually, I see everything decreasing. It's so sad. Like, and I keep going. Well, you know, I go fish shop hopping, plant hopping, and it's like nobody's getting shipments in. Well, you know who gets good shipments in? Who happens to be a local fish store to me? Mark De Niro. He does unboxings every week. So I'm within 7 miles of his store. So he's doing an unboxing. I can be there in 15 minutes.
That is awesome. Oh, that would be so cool to see one of my local fish guys unboxing. I'm like, I'm going to be over there an hour and get what I want. That would be awesome. Mr. Fish Sir says, I'm still kicking, Zen, just not as high as I used to. Well, Brad, you know, we all have to take it easy as we get older, and some things in our health sometimes declines, but thank God for our fish. Dina's got to run. Take care. Thanks for dropping in, Dina. Catch you next time, and glad you're working. Kaylor Bob says at Kaylor's Aquatics, I follow Mark, but can't recall his channel name.
Something Aquatics. Everything Aquatics. I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up too. I remember at one
He wrote a book with Rachel O'Leary. He's in my local fish club, always willing to share his knowledge, and he is very knowledgeable. He goes collecting. It's just awesome to hear that point of view.
Well, I'm going to let you talk about him a little bit, Susie, because I'm going to look for him on Facebook.
Oh, awesome.
Go ahead. Talk about
Thank you. And let me tell you, being a part of the Bucks County Aquarium Society has literally changed my life, because when I started fish, I only knew of the Fish Fam online. And I think it was Michael's Fish Room who said he just went to the best auction in the whole world or something like that, and was in Bucks County. And I'm like, I live in Bucks County. So I started going, and as most of my viewers know, I have a small anxiety issue. And it was really hard for me to go and participate or even just walk in the door. And they made me feel a part of right from the get-go. It was so amazing. And Mark De Niro was, there's a lot of what I call fish bigwigs in the Aquarium Society. And Mark was one of them. And he works at Pet Supplies. He runs the fish room. He just moved the fish room. He's right across the street from me in New Jersey. And it is so awesome. When I go in there and tell him what I have in mind, and then I tell him the size tank, he will suggest 2 or 3 tank mates that might be good. Like he's like a walking encyclopedia. And what is good, what isn't, what's common practice, what's not. I mean, it's just a wealth of information, absolute wealth of information.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And I can't find anything on Facebook. The wrong person pops up.
Let's see here. I know what it is. I will find him.
You will find him. Thank you. I want the people in the chat to know that we're here for you all to ask questions, and we will share our experiences with you. And if we have any experts on the panel, I will gladly turn it over to the experts like Sandy and Suzy-Q, because I'm not an expert.
Yes. All natural aquatics.
All natural
aquatics. And that's the channel that he uses to do all his unboxings.
Great. So Kaler's Aquatics, all natural aquatics. So if you can go find his channel and share the link in chat, that will help everybody check out who Suzy-Q's talking about. And you're local in
Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
I wanted to say Pennsylvania.
Which is like southeast, closer to Philadelphia than Pittsburgh or Scranton or Erie.
Okay. And Sandy, what part of Canada are you in?
Southwestern Ontario.
Yeah,
just half hour or so west. I'm trying to think about it. From Toronto.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Diego at Pet Sonics Multiple Aquariums came in. I don't know if y'all caught his live stream after mine Tuesday night. He had Ed, me, Daniken, and Lefty showed up, and I don't know who showed up after I left. I stayed as long as I could. I told him my energy level is still, limited on what I can do, and live streams really take a lot of energy. And last week, Danny of Daniken Aquatics was with me. I don't know if you got to catch it. Most of y'all were out either working or running errands last week. But we had a wonderful show, and every week, even though I have no idea who's going to show up or if anybody's going to show up, I kind of like that. I like it better than actually scheduling someone, because each and every one of us can come up and share something with the audience. And a lot of times I don't know that you want to share something. So Sandy, is there anything that you wanted to share with the hobbyist at this time?
Not really.
How many fur babies?
I put out a 30-second video yesterday. I have a successful batch of albino and brown bristlenose babies.
Nice.
which I'm happy about. Other than that, I've just had some bad luck lately. I lost my 3 orandas.
Oh.
Yeah, and but I think I talked to the person that I got them from, and I think it was something that they had prior to me getting them, because they all died of the same thing.
Oh,
And he had a lot of the problems too. And unfortunately, up here with no meds and things like that, there wasn't anything I can do. But it just, like, I love those fish. They were just absolutely.
I know, they're like your babies. That's so.
yeah. You had them for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, those 3. I think it was about 6 months or so I had them.
Yeah.
And
long enough to bond with them and become your pet.
Yeah, and they had grown quite a bit, but unfortunately, it was some sort of internal thing, and so I lost them all. So he said he'd replace them, but I'm not. I don't know.
No, I know.
Well, we're sorry for your loss.
Yeah, thanks. So that's why I'm kind of moving fish around, and I had 5 fish tanks in my bedroom, but the bubbly noise started to get to me. So I was busy the other day, and I moved the 2 40-gallon breeders out here into the living room, and I emptied the 20-gallon long. So I need to find something to put in a 20-gallon long.
Hey, Susie,
and now I only have 1 fish tank in my bedroom now.
What could she put in her 20 long?
Yeah, I need something for my 20 long.
Like a terrarium?
Actually, I thought of that.
Did you?
Well, because of that new pet store we have here, they also carry some reptiles. And so they have a lot of terrarium plants, which I've never seen anywhere around here before. They're very expensive, though. But, yeah, that'd be fun to... And then put a small species of fish in the bottom or something.
Well, I'm trying to do us. Susie's disappearing. But Diego is sharing with us promo code suzyq10 to get 10% off your entire order, or SandyD20 to get 20% off of your order of $100 or more, with which he misspelled, but it's www.multipleaquariums.com. He misspelled his own website. Diego, how can you do that? We do know what he's saying. And Chewy says Mark De Niro was involved in a special anti-bandy club in the United States as well. He knows a lot about snakeheads. Ooh, he can keep them. Those things are the ugliest.
Yeah.
And you can't keep them from going from one waterway to another waterway. They walk across land, and they're creepy. But I heard they taste good to some people.
Wow. People eat them?
Yeah.
Mr. Fish, sir, very much so. I wish I didn't have anxiety, because sometimes it stops me from living life. And especially like things like where there's a lot of, like a grocery store. You would think that's super simple, right? But it's like, there's so many times I've just left my whole cart and like ran out of there like my hair was on fire. And I know people look at me like, what's wrong with her? I don't even care anymore.
Well, I mean, it happens. And
yeah, it does. It happens. I don't know why.
Anxieties can happen when you least expect them to.
Yeah.
And they're real.
And people say, well, what was going on? What was wrong? And I'm like, nothing was wrong. There was nothing stressful, nothing. But something must have been inside that I don't know about.
Yeah. It could have been a smell or anything that set it off. And sometimes it's just, there's an extra big crowd here at the grocery store today. I meant to do a big grocery bill, but right now I'm only going to get a few items and then I'm out of here. And then I get home and like, I wished I'd gone ahead and made myself get that stuff because now I got to do it again.
Yep.
But I overcompensate for my anxiety by just being friendly with strangers, and I've been accused of being over friendly and saying too much of my personal life. And I'm like, I don't care, whatever helps me get through this.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, she is so funny, the youngest one, she says, Mom, you're in denial. You say you don't have crowd anxiety, but you do. And I'm like, no, I don't. And she'll just laugh at me because hers is bad. And her little boy that just turned 7 yesterday, he also has anxieties as well. But he's really growing out of it a lot. And he's in first grade this year. And he didn't cry or anything. He was ready to go to the first day of school. And I said, well, he's not like me.
Wow.
Because in first, second, third, and fourth grade, I think I cried every day for 2 weeks until I got used to coming through, doing the routine of coming and, okay, you're my teacher. You're not going to change on me. Okay. But yeah, I had it when I was little, but I was never medicated or diagnosed with it.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, they really didn't understand a lot of it either, like the doctors and the professionals and stuff.
Yeah, they just said, well, keep making them go and they'll get over it.
Yeah.
I was called a drama queen.
I was the crybaby. Oh, my goodness. Sandy does dog rescue too, Bob says. Sandy?
Yeah, I go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I try to go down a couple times a year, and I help them down there with rescuing dogs. I help them at their free spay and neuter clinics, and I volunteer at the sanctuary. And I actually did bring a dog home from Mexico once, and wow. She's a beautiful dog. Sadie, come here, Sadie. Sadie, come here.
Everybody jumps up behind you.
Yeah, come here, Sadie. Come here. Come on, Sadie.
Here's Sadie.
Oh, I saw her nose.
Yeah, come here.
Here's Sadie.
This is Sadie.
She's beautiful.
What a beauty.
Oh, now you see my laundry. But she, when they found her on the side of the road, they were actually going to another rescue of a reported dog in distress, and they seen her laying on the side of the road, and they thought she was dead. But they stopped because they didn't want to leave a dead dog out on the side of the road, and she moved, but she was just like she just looked like a skeleton with skin draped over. She had no hair; all her hair had fallen out, but she was alive, and so they took her back to the sanctuary, and they posted some pictures of her on their Facebook page. And I just started bawling, crying when I seen her. So I followed her story for several months and did a lot of crying, sad because, I thought she was going to die. And then when finally I seen that she was doing well, I'd start crying because I was happy. So after about 3 months of following her story, I went down to Puerto Vallarta, and she was at the sanctuary. She was still in their isolation area, and I fell in love with her instant. It was just instant. And but I didn't want to make a rash decision about bringing her home. But I got home, and the next morning after I got home, I woke up and my first thoughts were of Sadie. Sadie, don't you do that. Sorry. And so I phoned down there and I just said, I want to adopt Sadie. And so that was on a Wednesday, and they arranged flights and everything, and I picked her up at the Toronto airport on the Saturday.
Awesome.
And it's been 3.5 years now. She's awesome.
Beautiful story. Thank you.
Great story.
God bless you for doing all of that. I tell you, It takes people with a special heart to do that. You know, I have a big heart for critters, but you need that heart that makes you put your feet into action. And
Yeah.
I can't say I have that. There's been all of, you know, I'm 61 now, and all through my childhood years, young adult years, and even raising my children, we've rescued dogs, we've taken in strays, I've had two females get pregnant and have litters at the same time. So I'm going from one birthing to another birthing, and then I even had kittens in the house that the mother. I knew I shouldn't let her out. She just kept driving me crazy. You know, they hadn't even opened their eyes yet. She wanted out. I said, okay, I'm going to watch her. And she got out of sight, did not come back. I had to bottle feed all of the kittens, and they thought I was mom, and I'd be washing dishes,
Oh,
climbing up my back while I'm washing dishes, and it was hard getting rid of that litter of kittens because I was mama to them. Had to bathe them, you know, like the mother grooms them after they've nursed, you know, until uh, they're you know, they let themselves use the bathroom, blah blah blah. So I would put my cats loved water because I always had them under warm water to help them defecate and urinate. So my cats loved water. Anyway, there's been all kinds of things, but as I've gotten older and put a couple dogs down, it's just I don't let my heart go there anymore. And I know that's selfish because there's still animals out there who need good homes and foster homes, adoptive homes, etc.
Yeah.
Uh, I just pray for the next person to be able to do it. So God bless you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah, that's a tough one when you lose them.
yes.
But I've always got more than one, and I find that always helps me if I do lose a dog. Like my Remy, I had to have her put to sleep a few summers ago, and I had just adopted Milo, the little guy I was just holding. So it helps when you have another dog to look after,
Yeah.
because
Because you
then
don't sit down
yeah, like
keep giving.
uh, yeah. So
Helps
I
you
always
heal.
have more than one. And this is Jordy. He's a
oh,
Mexican hairless as well. They're
Oh,
both from the Cambridge Humane Society. He's so naked he doesn't even have eyelashes.
oh boy.
Like he's so bare.
That's so cute. And
Yeah.
they're hairless. Okay. That is neat. All right. Any questions for us on the panel, guys? You've got three ladies up here ready to answer your fish questions, fur baby questions, bird questions, reptile questions. Uh,
oh, Crystal's in the house. Hi, Crystal.
Crystal. Hey, Crystal.
Oh, I see Jesse J in Aquarium. He's from up here in Kansas too. He doesn't live too far away from me.
Okay. Hi, Rika Stan. And then we have, by the way, um, Aquatics, I believe, is in here. BTW and JN Aquarium. My chat's not been moving. I'm sorry. So I've been caught up in the conversation. And
Oh, I see Pam's here.
is Pam here? Hey,
Yeah.
Pam. I have to take everybody's. She just came in, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Did you want to come up on the panel, sweetheart? There's the link. Click on the link, follow your prompts. You know all about it. Rebuilding Our Brand is here. Select Pet just came in, driving, so just listening. Hi, Crystal Pets and Plants. And let me see, anybody else? Let's see, Pam saying, hey, not dressed yet. Oh, okay. Can you just show from the top up? I love watching those commercials of these guys doing business meetings. He leans over to get his coffee, and you see he's in his boxers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. my pastor tickles me. I have a female pastor, a woman pastor, and she'll tell me, she goes, "Good thing I don't have to stand up and put my foot up in the air because I don't have my shoes on. My feet don't hurt while I'm preaching." She came through one night with her pajama pants on and barefooted, and her husband says, "Barbara, are you fully dressed there?" She goes, "I hope so." So me and her husband were the only ones to know that she had her pajama pants on and barefoot. I said, "Well, that's definitely not pulpit dress code." No questions. Nope, no questions. Pam saying no. Oh my goodness. We at the beginning, Suzy-Q and I were talking about the things that we have to do when the weather starts changing, and if we keep things outside like ponds, and she's got her 2,000-gallon pond, and it's pretty winterized right now. You've pulled any plants out that you're going to pull out? Do you let your lilies stay in there?
I actually take none of my lilies live in my pond because of the turtle, because she just uses the plants as a basking station. But my tubs had some beautiful lilies. So I took all the lilies out of the tub, cut them down to the crown, and put them deep into my pond. And I'll pull them out next year and put them elsewhere. I did. But my waterfall is still moving. I haven't shut down yet. And I have to get a net because the leaves are about to start falling. And I don't need that many tannins in my pond.
Plus, it will clog up any filtration, too. I don't know if the leaves clog up your skimmer or not.
No, they'll sink to the bottom, and the turtle will be able to hide under them. So I don't mind a layer of muck, mush, and leaves, because I have a turtle that overwinters out there, my yellow belly. She's about that big.
Sounded like Sophie said mush.
Oh, yeah.
So your pond doesn't freeze solid then?
I use a pretty large air bubbler and keep that going. So there's a small part that doesn't. All my fish stay in there, the koi, goldfish, mosquito fish, and the one turtle.
You remember your winter, Susie? And you thought your goldfish had frozen like
ice? Oh my gosh, it was horrible. They were just frozen like popsicles. I thought they were all dead. And they all came back in the spring.
I can laugh at you now because it's over with, but
yeah. Mine was pretty traumatic.
Yes, because you think you froze your fish to death. Yeah.
Yep.
Rod just bought me some shabumpkins probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I've lost 2 out of the 7 because I told him I only really need about 5 goldfish in a 150-gallon stock tub. That's pushing it.
Okay.
And but I told him go ahead and buy extras because I usually lose 2 or 3 while they're adjusting to being outside. And that's just what happens most of the time. I've bought dozens of feeder goldfish, and then all of them pass to 5 to 7, till I have 5 or 7 left. And there's no reason why, there's no disease, no signs of disease. They just don't adapt very well from the, feeder fish are not taken care of anyway. They're just thrown into bad situations. It could be parasite, but the other ones usually before I had to shut down my fish room and everything when I thought I was going to move, my goldfish had gotten about 7 or 8 inches long. And that local guy, Justin, who is Alabama Alabama Aquatic Rescue, and he basically lives in the country, has the property. He just I think he just opened his 2 or 3,000 gallon pond. So he bought my goldfish from me and put them in there. And then a couple weeks later, I said, well, just come get the plants too, because, I'm not going to be maintaining them, and the water evaporates, and then they're below the root source, and then the plants would dry up. So at least he needed stuff for the pond. So I just let him come get it. And he tried a month ago to catch some fish for me because I told him I wanted to buy some fish back, and they've had babies and you know, have been populating his pond. And then something stung him or bit him, and his leg swelled, so he couldn't you know, hardly walk.
Oh, wow.
And so I told him to take care of himself, you know, forget the fish, and we'll try it again later, because I told him he's going to have to rig up a net to drag to get the fish to one side to actually net them. I said, there's no way you're going to be able, you know, to just catch them with a net. So anyway, Rod went by PetSmart, and he called me from the store. He said, pick out your fish. So I said, well, I want to go with shabumpkins this time. And he misses seeing the orange one, because he said he could see the orange one swimming around. But the shabumpkins are multicolored like calicos, and you can't hardly see them. A couple of them got an orange forehead, and so I can see them when they're coming after food. And one of them's about 3 inches, 3.5 inches long already, and then the other ones are still around 1.5 inches. But they're doing really well. And like I said, my ponds are on the porch, so they're always under a shelter or something. So anyway, I will do a water change, and I will clean my my filters out before it gets really bad, because sticking your arms down in that cold water.
Oh.
Everything okay, Sandy? Ooh.
Oh, look at the cutie. What is she, about 3 years old? 4?
2.5, almost 3.
Yeah.
He's being shy.
Oh. Can I see her carapace?
Down there? Oh.
The plastron. Beautiful.
Hang on a sec. Hang on a second.
She peed on her. That's what happened.
That's peed all over my coffee table.
Oh no.
Thank God my laptop wasn't there.
And what's her name?
Well, one is named Dax, and the other one's named Major Kira from Star Trek.
Okay. Ooh.
So,
beautiful.
and
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah, a little dirty right now, but
That's a lot darker than mine.
Yeah. She was fairly light colored when she was a baby, but a little wee thing, but she's gotten pretty big now.
Okay, maybe mine will change as she gets older, because mine are only 2, 2.5, and they're only about that big so far.
Yeah. I think, yeah, 1, 2, about 2.5, these guys are.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're like 10 times larger than mine. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I spoil them.
It's good that you spoil them.
Yep.
We have Marie McCoy here, and Lee Wilcox from Canada came in. Hey, Lee.
Gotta clean up this mess now.
He says, hello, Susan and all. I just tested StreamYard and it worked. Happy to see you all. Hello, Rod, big fellow.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured you'd like to see that, Susie.
Absolutely. What kind of setup do you have in for the winter? Because your winters are much worse than mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now, they're in this behind me. It's 6 feet long, 3 feet deep. And I have 2 ceramic heat emitters in there, and then there are bulbs over there.
Okay.
But I turned it off, though, because it was a terribly bright light.
Did you make that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I would love to know how you made that. I want to make one.
Yeah.
That's the perfect size.
Well, what my original plan was is, like, in the bottom half, I was going to make that for the dogs, but I couldn't be bothered. So this here is a piece of glass. It was a glass door from a shower.
Oh.
So I just built a wooden frame around it to be able to hang it on there, and it comes up.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
It doesn't slide. It's a hinge.
But it's so heavy, I don't use it very often. So what I did then was I cut a hole on the side over there and made a little door, and I can.
Oh, I love it.
So I can access from the side over there. It's a lot easier than lifting. That's too heavy. I should have used plexiglass or something instead.
Yeah, in hindsight, we learn, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a question from Crystal. She says, any tips on what I can keep in a 5-gallon fish tank? Suzy-Q, go ahead.
I have some ideas. I just did 2 videos that are coming out. First, 5 great plants for a 5-gallon fish tank, and then 5 great fish. So it depends. And if you want like that centerpiece aha fish, I would say honey gourami, or a pea puffer. If you don't have any puffers, one puffer is perfect in a 5-gallon. But if you want more of like a schooling or shoaling, you can go with like dwarf rasboros, or you could go with, what are those? Ember tetras would be gorgeous if you had plants in there with the orange or pop against the green. Those are some of my suggestions.
Okay, Sandy, you got any suggestions for a 5-gallon tank?
I only keep betas in there, but I like Susie's idea with the ember tetras because they stay small and they're very colorful.
And you don't need more than 5 or 6 to school, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And Marie McCoy suggested a betta, some snails, or chili rasboro, or cool celestial pearl danios, just
Perfect.
or shrimp. Shrimp's the first thing after betta that came to me.
Yeah.
And Peplin Creek Aquatics saying hi to all of us. Guppies populate too fast. Yeah, unless you just do males only. Do males only in a 5-gallon, and you can probably have 3 to 4 adult male guppies with different color that would just be pretty.
Oh, it'd be gorgeous.
Mr. Fish Sir says, feed fish in a box with a door on it. When you get ready for fish in a pond, feed them, then close the door to the box and pull it out or catch.
Oh, clever.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a good idea. Thanks, Brad. Of course, Sandy, could you tell us again what kind of turtle that was?
Oh, it's a sulcata tortoise.
Sulcata tortoise.
Sulcata. They're an African tortoise species.
And how big do they get?
Oh, they can get up to about 200 pounds.
You get your wheelbarrow ready.
Yeah, that's right.
Big land tortoises, yep, that live 100 years old or more.
Yeah.
Crystal says, I am planning on getting a betta fish as well. He or her will go in a 2.5-gallon fish tank. Yep, that's the minimum. Lisa, Susan, I am English from England, living in Portsea Island. But don't worry, I love Canadians too, because I did say he was from Canada. Lee, I am so sorry. I do know you're from England. I really, really do. Just like I said a cuss word last night when I was leaving his life. He couldn't go to sleep, and he was up at 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I forget what time it was here, but I shouldn't have been on the stream. Because by the time I said I was going to shut my eyes and go to sleep, could you imagine what I said?
I know what you said.
You know, Oh, blasphemy. But anyway, yes, he is English. Lee Wilcox, our dear Sir Lee, is from England. Oh, you have to look over this old lady. And Bob is doing his job and sharing our links. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Crystal is saying thanks for the input. And there's Roxy. There's Roxy. Roxy, you gonna come up?
What a great name, isn't it? Roxy.
Yes, I love Roxy.
Sounds so sassy.
She is Foxy's Fishes. And Jessica is here. Manes, tails, furs, and fins. Do you want to come up?
Hey.
Yeah, we got a few more minutes there, girls. There's the link in the chat. And Brad says, my grandfather put a wagon in his lake like that to pull out the channel.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's a cool way. Brad, I'll have to hook you up with Justin so y'all can figure out how to catch me some goldfish. Let's see. Kaylor, not yet. Thank you for asking. Lawyers make it a very slow wait. Undoubtedly, he's got some issues going on there. Hat Trick Farm. Hey, Hat Trick. Hi, Susan, Suzy-Q, and Sandy. And Punchy says she missed it. I would have done a screenshot. Oh, I guess on the turtle? You think so?
I think so, because that's all we showed, right? Yeah.
So, yeah. And Joey, can you go up on the panel? Here's Jess.
Hi. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Doing good.
Good.
Getting my energy up.
Good.
You got anything to share with us today? I know you've got outside ponds, Jess.
I do. I have, I've taken 2 of them so far, and the other one I am going to keep up as long as I can. I threw a heater in it, and so far so good, but I don't know how long that heater is going to be able to keep it warm enough. So we'll see. I'm not sure.
All right. I know we got some feedback somewhere.
But I've been cleaning tanks all day. Oh.
But we're on
I had that one on pause.
I think Sandy stepped out again, didn't she? And
try that. Do you still have feedback?
I just hear an echo now. Like, is your YouTube channel on? You want to mute your YouTube channel?
No,
Okay. It could be
I
Sandy.
did.
The more that we add, sometimes adds more reverberance or something like that. Pam, Punchy Pants, paints. My dad used to cut the bottom out of a laundry basket and go waiting for channel fish. I'm terrible. Who else?
That's ingenious.
Yep.
Hey, everybody.
Who's that? Sharing your channel.
Thank you, Kaylor. Thank you. Yeah. I just got done helping Lee with StreamYard, so he needed somebody to come up and ensure that he could be heard and everything was working, that he got the, everything with StreamYard.
Oh, good.
Good. Thank you for helping him out. Now he'll be
so excited when they came out with StreamYard. It was right at the same time they were getting rid of Google Hangout.
Yeah, it was almost on purpose, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was free and it was great. And I remember I was a part of the beta team, and as things that we wanted, that we saw that we didn't have, they would create and put it in this. So it was so fun being part of that.
And did y'all know that StreamYard goes live every I want to say Thursday or Friday night on Facebook. So you can go and ask questions.
Oh, nice.
Give input on the new features that they've added or taken away. And, now I can host from my phone. I don't have to have a computer to host you all and all kinds of stuff.
That would seem to be a little complicated to do on a phone, though, because it's such a small screen to have so many people on to,
Yeah, you have to.
Not so much you or anybody else looking at it, you looking at it.
Yeah, you got to learn how to touch your phone just right.
The only thing they need to work on is showing the
Otherwise,
super
you
chats.
delete yourself out.
Right color.
Yep. I agree with that.
I don't have that issue yet.
If that hasn't, if anyone's given today, I'm sorry if I missed it, because I'm not on YouTube. I am just on StreamYard. I've been having problems with my audio, and I think I actually solved my audio problem by if your audio format is not uniform throughout all of your apps that you're using. Like I use OBS, I use StreamYard, and I was getting this cracking and popping in the audio, and sometimes it came over the recording. And so finally I put my audio driver in default. Somebody's music going off?
Sorry, my phone was ringing. No, my phone was ringing.
So, Susan, do you use OBS and StreamYard at the same time?
Not today, but I have.
Wow. See, I OBS, and I took every training that you put out, and it's still over my head.
What is OBS?
OBS is open broadcast software, and it's free to download. You can use 32-bit or 64-bit, depending on your processor on your computer. And you can do, like we do screen shares and share the internet. I can make a source in my OBS and actually switch my sources, and it would look just like this. I would just have to keep adding sources into my scenes. There's a super chat.
Oh, there you go.
99-cent super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
It's a super sticker. I got to see what it is because I love those super stickers.
Yeah, tell me what it is. And thank you for those that have joined and become members of Susan for SLC Aquatics. I think I'm up to 12 members, Susie.
Oh, it's an amazing lady orca with heart eyes sticking out at you.
Oh,
hey, that's awesome.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Love the stickers.
Yes, thank you. And Chattanooga Ed joined as a member Tuesday night, and he found my emojis that I have created, and he had a whole line of Susan for SLC.
That is so cool.
I said, Ed found my emojis.
Oh, I can't wait to get memberships. I think that would be fun.
I've also got hearts that float on the screen. I've got some cute little emojis that I made.
We got another one, Susan.
Hey, Mr. Fisher, Brad, 99-cent super
This
sticker.
one's a little cooler. He's got the sunglasses on, and he is a cool dude.
All right, Brad. Thank you so much.
With a smirk.
That is so cute.
Usually I have a hard time catching your stream at this time during the day, but since today it's raining outside and I'm not able to give my riding lessons today, so we're all stuck in the house because it's raining.
Oh, well, I'm sorry you couldn't give your riding lesson because whoever it was needs a riding lesson. Because
it's all my girls.
Girls?
It's all my, I have 2 6-year-old girls and a 13-year-old girl on Thursdays.
Oh, well, I hope they get back next Thursday.
Yeah, I told them I've got several video and stuff, and then they keep asking me, "Have you got the video out yet? Have you got the video out yet?" No.
Y'all see Pam comment? She says, "Whew, I thought maybe my camera was on and Bob saw my boxes."
Hence the sticker.
Yeah, we've seen Bob's boxers before, haven't we? Or his shorts. Have you ever seen Bob's shorts?
Who?
Taylor,
Who?
when he first started dreaming, he was walking around in his house in his boxers.
No. I hope he made sure that the video was above his shorts.
You'll have to go back and look at some of his older videos.
I'm doing right now.
Oh, you get a bunch of girls up here, Bob. You're in trouble. We'll cook you good. Taylor says, everyone say,
yeah, I have to go back. Don't listen. No, Kayla, I got to know what they're talking about now. I got to go back. It'll get you more ratings.
He doesn't want to lose monetization. Reflections of Bob in the aquariums. Yes, that's how Pam. Yeah, that's how we saw it. Yep, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't see too many questions for us, but we sure have had fun today.
Yes, we did.
And I really appreciate everyone that came out and helps out with this Thursday. Every Thursdays at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific. I can't believe I did that.
Well, you go, girl. Have to do that on my fingers.
I stick to Eastern. That's all I got. That's all I got room
until
for.
November the 1st. Okay, after November the 1st, I'm lost. Because we lose an hour. No, we gain an hour November the 1st. And here we call back an hour so I get my extra hour of sleep.
Oh, Lord, I don't keep up. I just wait till my phone tells me what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And half the year I go with my truck, not my truck saying the wrong time. So
half the year it says the right time, right?
Yeah.
Half the year says the right time. That's right.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, again, after this live stream, I will go in and share everybody's YouTube channel. And if you have any articles or short stories that you all would like to share with me, send them to score48@yahoo.com for our November, December hashtag FishFam community newsletter. And I want it to be special for the end of 2020. And even if you want to share a personal story of what you've been through this year, whether it's fish related or not, I'm going to open up
hurricane after hurricane after hurricane.
Oh, man.
Fire after fire after fire. Flood after flood after flood.
Fire after fire after fire. Yeah. And all that could be fish related.
And I actually got COVID, so I'm still getting over it, but I'm not sick. And I've been very blessed.
Oh.
And even my fever never got over 99, but it just was enough to make you feel bad. And my taste buds have not come back yet.
Wow.
And this is the second week.
Whoa.
So, and sometimes I can taste my food, and then sometimes after a really good meal and I enjoyed the meal, the aftertaste was like, oh my God, I can't eat. It turns rancid, and I go brush my teeth and brush my tongue and gargle and do everything, trying to get rid of that. And then some people, I've been fortunate. Some people have lost their life, and some have wound up with really bad upper respiratory illnesses. So, I count my blessings, and I pray for those who lost loved ones during this year.
Yeah.
It's not been easy. Joshua passed away from complications of dialysis and uh, juvenile diabetes. But I miss him, but I'm okay, knowing that he's not suffering anymore. And, he was my baby boy, my only boy that I gave birth to. I have a stepson who's my baby boy, but Josh was my youngest that I had given birth to. But together, Rod and I had 5 children, and in 2001, he lost his oldest son in a car wreck suddenly. He was 20. And we have a grandson from him because they were like 1 month from getting married. And his life ended. And then Joshua, passed away in August 2020. So anyway, we go on and we count our blessings and try to make good memories. And as Father Fish says, we live, we laugh, and we teach. So we're going to teach how to make it. And we lost a lot of fish keepers this year. Sand Creek Aquatics, Nathan, and a friend of Bob Steambots. I didn't know him personally, but he was a very well educator in the hobby. And if I've forgotten somebody, forgive me. So we want to just let everybody know that the November, December #FishFam community newsletter, I want it to be a kind of like tribute, salutes, celebrations, even in the midst of hardship. And let's look forward to the new year 2021. And let's make this hobby better if we can.
Yeah.
Hope I didn't put a downer on everything. That's my emotion.
I just don't know what to say.
Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Susan. This community is awesome. And together we're even greater. All right? Y'all can hang out. I'm just going to sign off. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics coming to you. We've had a wonderful day. We'll catch you next week. Touching lives, one fish at a time. #FishFamMom. Love you.
Bye, Susan. Thank you.